Welcome back to Judged by the Cover. We out here, it's 2026. So I really hated that. We're gonna roll with it. I have established 3 major things for 2026. Books I own that I want to read, aside from this little situation behind me. Books that are being released that I want to read, and some general goals for the entire year that I would like to accomplish. So books being released in 2026, let's talk about that. These are books that I will hold myself accountable for reading, as will my friends most definitely will bug me about it until I read it. We have Throne of Nightmares by Kerri Maniscalco, Release Me by Tahereh Mafi, The Ending Writes Itself by Evelyn Clark, The Gilded Blade by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, The Unknown by Riley Sager, which doesn't have a cover yet. Very much look forward to seeing that. Adversary to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mehrer, the 5th book in This Woven Kingdom series by Tahereh Mafi, which has no title or cover yet, but it says it's being released in September of 2026. Disregard the sirens. We're gonna keep it going. And then The Anniversary by Alex Finlay, which is one of his new releases. He's an author that I discovered in 2025, and I'm just transferring that obsession into 2026 as well. So that's 8 anticipated releases for 2026 that I will hold myself to read. Okay, I had to pause because the sirens kept getting louder and louder and closer, so we're back. And I'm going to talk about the 10 books that I do own that I will hold myself to reading. And that's less than one a month. So I think I can do it. Most of them are hefty suckers, but it'll be okay. I'll be fine. I can read fast and I can read a lot. So I will accomplish this. First, we've got House of Flame and Shadow. Big boy here. We've got Throne of Secrets, which obviously I have to read before February when Throne of Nightmares comes out. Grim and Oro, as well as Crown Tide, part of the same world situation. Vengeful and Vicious, which is the Villains duology, but V.E. Schwab, who is an author that I love, is coming out with Victorious in 2026, which is the 3rd one to wrap this up. So likely I'll be purchasing a new set because this one is the duology set and I'm gonna want to buy the 3rd one. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. 2026, I read Fragile Threads of Power by V.E. Schwab. I had to pause again because someone was at the door. I'm gonna not shut up. Also, quick story time. Today, this cat, Blue, I don't know if you can tell his tail is different, but he put it in a candle and it caught on fire. What is my life? All right, back to books that I own that I will be reading in 2026. Alchemized. I was supposed to buddy read Alchemized last week with Abby, and I didn't even crack the spine. I don't know what happened to me, but she blew through that thing. So I need to get my act together. Sunrise on the Reaping, because the movie comes out in November. I'm going to see it for Abby's birthday. And finally, People We Meet on Vacation, because the movie comes out in like a week or something. So those are 10 books that I own that I want to read in 2026. And I know if I don't hold myself to that, my friends will, because they have already been hounding me about most of those. But that's okay. That's what friends are for. Now, I have 6 general goals for 2026. I didn't plan that, but it works. My reading goal is 100 books. I think that's attainable. My reading goal last year was 75 and I got 104, so just kicking it up a notch. I want to read at least 50 off my physical TBR. This shelf. I want to read at least 50 off of this shelf. That doesn't count the books that I just showed you. Those 10 books don't count towards that 50. I want to unwrap and read 50 books. 1 a week-ish. I want to buy less books because obviously I have an overwhelming physical TBR. I want to DNF more books because sometimes I'm miserable. Like, how do I get to the point where I even rate a book 1 or 2 stars? It got to go. I want to participate in and create more readathons. And I already know we have this January readathon going on right now, but also I'll be participating in Ramathon in March. So I'd like to do maybe like 2 more readathons this year. I did 2 last year. So I think doubling that to 4 is good. You can't do that every month. I'll get burnt out. Like, I mean, duh. I don't want to get in a rut. So my goal, I'm setting it right now. Participate in / create and participate in 4 readathons in 2026. And then finally, I want to be more realistic, kind of more stingy about my ratings. I gave 27 books 5 stars last year and 40 books 4 stars last year. How does that even happen? Were they really that great? I don't think I know my reading taste well enough to pick books that I love that often. Man, we got a lot going on up in here. Sounds like a dog is out. Anyways, not everything that I read is above average, and 3 basically is average. So I need to be better about my ratings. All in all, I think doing these goals will help me learn my reading preferences better, like what I like to read. I'll be able to pick up better books. On top of those 6 goals, of course, I'm going to spend the entire year judging books by the cover.